Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel today. What's the fuss? Well, today I have for you from Walmart stores some new wax. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're staying warm. And it looks like I think I'm getting a little bit of sun here all of a sudden. Don't know how long that's gonna last, but it's kind of chilly outside. It's something like 24 degrees out there. So, and the wind chill is making it feel more like 17. So, yeah, but I don't know where that speck of sun is coming from. You know, it's a sign that that day's coming. Remember I told you in the last video, we're supposed to get a 50-degree day that sometime this week. I think it's Wednesday or Thursday, so that might be the sign of it right there. Okay, so it's a chilly cold one today. So I said in the previous video, the food haul one, and other merchandise that was in there, I told you that got some new well smells. I was shocked to see these, and of course these were in the Buckhorn, PA Walmart that I was in. Up the hill, even though hubby hates that store, I didn't see these. I haven't. I've not seen them. I looked high and low. I looked on the website even for that store strictly up the hill. Nope, nope, nope. And I did not see these in the Tamaqua area, which is 20 minutes away from me. I go up the hill. Don't go near my Walmart yet, but up the hill and make a right-hand turn and jump on the interstate. And in 10 minutes, I'm down the interstate, get off, go down a couple short miles, and boom, there's the Walmart at Tamaqua hometown. So anyway, and this one, if I didn't turn and I went straight 5 minutes, there's up the hill Walmart. Okay, so gonna show you what I got. I'm just trying to organize as I'm talking to you, so it will go a little easier when I'm showing you the stuff. I know some people are more organized before they turn the camera on, but I have to do things the way I do them because it's whatever pops in my mind at the moment. Alright, I think I'm just about done here. Alright, now, in no particular order this is. Now, I showed you, not in the last video right here, the very last video, the current one. It was the one before that. I showed you that Better Homes and Gardens is changing their labels. And I showed you some wax melt and some scents where the label is changing. And I really like those kind of labels. Well, I found some more scents. Just a few. I didn't find them all. They're slowly leaking into the Walmarts. So I found 3 more where the label is changed to a better picture, in my opinion. This one here is a standard size cube, clamshell 2.5. This one is a scent that's been around here for a long, long time, Walmart. It's one of their staple scents. It's usually available all year long. It used to be in a value size pack as well as the standard. But this is the label change on this one. This one here is so freaking good, people. This scent is mouth-watering. It's very good. No wonder it's a staple. And it's a great thrower. This is the Better Homes and Gardens Wild Berry Cheesecake. This was one of my favorites when I first got into Walmart wax moons ago. When it first started coming to our Walmarts. That's what I'm saying. The scent's been around a long time. I used to buy hordes of this scent. And then over the years, all this, new stuff all the time. You want to try everything. You don't want to miss out, as they say. But this is a very good oldie scent. Classic scent for Walmart and for Better Homes and Gardens. Wild Berry Cheesecake. Now, that's what the label looks like. That is its new label. I'm putting my hand here because I see a glare sometimes at times. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I like this label better. And then there it is. Better Homes and Gardens, Wildberry Cheesecake. And right here are the scent notes printed right there for you. And I'm going to read them. This here is blueberry, blackberry, strawberry, sugar with a comma, lemon zest, and cheesecake scent. Not accord like we've been hearing. Cheese cord of this, cheese cord, accord that. You know, that's in like the caramel cheesecake cookie scent, and there's a couple others that have cheesecake accord. This just says cheesecake. So, and you do smell the cheesecake. You get the cheesecake in here. You really, really smell it. You get all the wonderful fruits. So, that's where the scent notes are located now. And it's still the same color dye. It's like this deep blackberry purple, or the inside of a blueberry, the blueberry bluey purple color. It's still its original color. They didn't mess with the color. And the scent is so freaking good, people. It's juicy. Very juicy. Sweet. Creamy. I can even smell the... It does not say here on the scent, these scent notes listed on the label. But in the original ones, if you look them up on the website, it said graham cracker was in this. And I still smell it. Yep. It's so good. I smell that graham cracker. That juicy, mouth-watering. See, my mouth is starting to salivate because of the berry scent in this. It's bright. It's bursting with blueberry and blackberry and strawberry. You do get a little tiny bit of that lemon zest because, of course, when you bake certain pies, like blueberry pies, I guess cherry pies, I never made a cherry pie from real cherries. I've all used, canned fruit. Peach pie, whatever. I know basically apple and like blueberry. After you put your mixture of your berries, your cinnamon sugar business in your pie crust and this and that, had some butter. That's the way my granny did it. That's the way I did it. And then squeeze some lemon juice on before you put either a crumb topping or you put a full top layer, or if you're doing a lattice job. But anyway, it really juicy, people. Really, really juicy on the berry. Sugary sweet. I smell that blueberry and everything. I smell the strawberry. This is fabulous, fabulous. I think I'm going to have to start picking up a few more of these again. I'm going to start getting hooked on this scent again. Oh, it's so good. There's no problem smelling this. And a great thrower. Fills the room really nice. But I really like the new labels. Yeah. So got that. Now, are the labels only in this size? That's what I thought at first. But I found one that's in the value pack. Not in this scent, but I'm going to be showing you. So there's the standard 2.5 new label. Really, really like it. Now, I also found this one where the label is now changed to, and I think it's a whole lot better. This here is the Better Homes and Gardens Brownie and Pecan Pie. This is another damn great scent, people. Oh my God, and it's a classic. That's what it looks like. Standard 2.5 one. And this is mouth-watering. This is decadent. I'm going to read the scent notes for you. Candied pecans, brown sugar, molasses, whiskey, and chocolate brownie scent notes. This is so good. I love the label better. I love the scent, too. It hasn't changed either. It's dark chocolate brown. Dark chocolate brown, just like fudge brownie. Or real dark chocolate mud pie ice cream. And this is another great one. It is so good, people. You get that chocolate. You get that pecan-y scent. You get those candied pecans. You can pick up of like a whiskey note. But it's rich. It's thick. It's fudgy. It's just like brownies. If you like fudgy brownies. Just the batter. Just lick it off the spoon, the beater, the side of the bowl. Great thrower. No problem smelling this one on cold or even when it's warm. Love it. But I love I love these new labels. They're eye-catching. I love them. Now, I said I had one in a value size pack. It's the only one I've seen. And as these keep popping up more and more in your Walmarts, we'll see which ones they put of how many cents they put in a value pack collection versus how many they're going to change over to the standard clamshell. But love them. So this one here is another classic, and it's been around long. And this wasn't a value size with the other labels, but now it's with this label. This is Better Homes and Gardens. This is the Vanilla Cookie Crunch. And it's in the value size. And here's the small one. See what I mean? This is double the amount. We all know that now, but I love the labels. People love them. So it has the scent notes on here too. Shortbread cookie, buttercream, and vanilla. That's what it says. Love this. Of course, the color is the same, just the same. It's a perfect clamshell. Do you see that, people? There's a tiny little divot there, a very tiny one there, and very tiny. The rest of this looks like a sheet of ice. It's so flat, and it's like a skating ring. So, ice skating ring. That's a full clamshell. Right up the top, it dried nice and even. No bubbles or anything like that in it. But sometimes people are picky about that stuff. The bubbles, the divots. Some people are, some people don't. But I like a full clamshell, man. I want every damn penny's worth of wax and fragrance in my clamshells, as much as I can possibly find nice ones like this. So anyway, it is double the amount. You get 12 cubes, just the same. And this is a great classic scent. It's great on its own, but it is also great mixed with other stuff. A perfect bakery cookie scent. You do get the crumble cookie of this. If you've never had it before. If you have, you know what I'm talking about. It smells like you just opened up a package of Nella's, the vanilla wafers. It also reminds me of opening up a package of sort of Oreo golden vanilla cookies. But you know what it reminds me of? Oh, the most. They were the sugar butter cookie. Well, I think they're more butter. They used to come in these packages. Maybe you can find them still where you live, anywhere on this planet. And any kind of grocery stores, maybe even Walmart's yet. They're usually made by these off brands like Sunshine and this and that, you know, who were cookie makers way back in the days, and Dutch Made and all that business. And other companies, but nothing like Oreo brand or this or that, or Hershey or other cookie companies. You can usually get them like in a double pack, or sometimes you get them in a 3-row thing. It's a cookie that is a butter cookie. It was shaped like a flower, like a daisy or something. It had like 5 or 6 like a petal look to it, and then it had the hole in the middle, and you could stick the cookie on your finger. If you know what I'm talking about, you know how they smelled? That's how this smells. They were those butter cookie flower ring things, and that's what it reminds me of. And this is nice and strong. There is no problem whatsoever smelling this on cold. There is no problem smelling this when warm. It is a classic. It's never messed up. Sometimes people have bought these and they're sitting in a store like very, very long, and they're getting funky. You can see that the dye color is changing, the wax color is changing. It is not nice, and even the smell is funky. That has to be very old stock, either sitting in the store too long or sitting in the warehouses too long. And it really turns this scent off, as well as other scents. But always these nice, you know, freshly poured ones. You can tell the difference. And yeah, this, you don't have to dig your nose in there to smell it. Let me tell you, this is really good. It's that crumble cookie. It's that butter. It's slightly sugarish. It's rich. It has that rich fragrance. Very good vanilla in here. That it's like almost like the vanilla that goes in the cookie, but also the vanilla where you're making like a buttercream vanilla to smear in between to make a sandwich cookie, or a company that makes them that way, which a lot do. But very fragrant, even if you open the cookies that are very fragrant. That's what it's like. This is not chocolate chip or anything. But I can see you adding some chocolate to this. A chocolate chip type of a scent, or just a chocolate scent. I wouldn't, you can mix these two together, the brownie and the thing. But if you just have some other kind of chocolate scent or a coffee chocolate scent or just a coffee scent, put a little bit of each one in. Really, really good. But this is nice and strong. And there's no problem smelling it. So I got that. All right. Then I picked up 2 of these. I've had this. It came out this, past late summer. Maybe it was middle summer when they were starting to pop this stuff out. It was but it's been on the shelves now for some few months. This is the mainstays. I bought lots of. I've used lots of it. Repurchased more, but I bought 2 more tonight again. Finally came across them in a store. This is the mainstays bourbon baked pear. These are $1.10. Again, the scent notes on this one is the ground cinnamon, the au jus pear, and the spiced bourbon. And it's in this light green color. And I love this scent. This is another great one. It smells great on cold, nice and strong when warming. It's sweet. It smells like fresh barlet pears, or au jus as they're saying, but it smells sweet. It's more of a sweet pear. It's sweet, it's pear, it almost has butterscotchiness to it a little bit. Bourbon, you can smell, not bourbon in the bottle. It doesn't smell that way, but there is a thing to replicate the bourbon. This is another great way. It's great alone. You can mix this with so many other fall scents, a cube or just a sliver, however you want to do it. This is so good. No problem smelling this one either. But I love that color, too. I not only love the fragrance, but I love this color green. I just really like that color green. So there was a little there in the store, so I grabbed 2. I'll get more, in another Walmart. I buy not only what I like, what I want to try, and what I'm hooked on. That's how I make my purchases. So anyway, and then when I'm hooked on something, I'll keep buying. But if it's not there, I can't buy it. You know what I'm saying? So, I picked up this one too. I just picked up one of it. I think I might have some of this, but I'm not sure. But I picked one up because when I was in the store, I was thinking about apple cinnamon. So that's how I ended up buying this one. But I have used it many times and purchased it many times. This is the Better Homes and Gardens. This is the sliced apple and cinnamon, a great classic scent. Also, been around a long time. This one has the scent notes of apple, pear, sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, and some clove. Love it. Apple slices sprinkled with cinnamon sticks. Love it. It's always in that dark red color, like they try to put cinnamon scents or apple scents in, darker or just lighter red apple color to represent apple scents. Yeah, this is another great one. Love it. It's nice and strong. You definitely have no problem smelling it on cold. Definitely no problem smelling it when it's warming. I think the apple's kind of sweet. Not overly sweet, but sweet. Sweet, and then you get that, you can smell like that ground cinnamon. I can smell the clove. And you get like that sugar crystal smell. Sugar crystals. Love it. So I got one of these. Perfect anytime for this scent. This is nice on a cold day where you want to maybe throw some of this in whatever your favorite warmers that you use. Put some of this in, curl up on your chair, your sofa, whatever, your recliner, with a throw, and read a good book or watch a good movie. And right now, Hallmark has tons of Christmas movies on right now. If you're watching the Hallmark station, or if you're watching, that Lifetime, not the Lifetime, there's 2 Lifetimes on my cable anyway. We have one where they're always playing, the murder mystery kind, the whodunits, the who's cheating on whose story, who wants to kill whose story. But they have another one where they have these Christmas love romance things. I don't watch those. I like the one where, the more drama whodunit thing and the love affair business and the killers. So anyway, or a nice book. But this is a great scent for that kind of a situation. Get yourself a nice, make yourself a nice hot beverage too. Movie or reading a book story. That's a great scent for that. Or anytime. Alright, then I found some more of these. And then I'm going to show you some more new ones that I got. Now, I didn't only find the Better Homes and Gardens in the new labels that I just showed you, but I found something else. Now, Packed Party. I like this. I love this particular scent by Packed Party. I bought some this year. I've already been using them. And I had bought last year when they finally made their way into Walmart along with the warmers. This here is the scent I like the most from Packed Party. This is the Holiday Hustle. I've showed these are 100% soy wax melts. There's maybe a very minute amount of paraffin there, but it's a lot of soy. This is my favorite fragrance from this company. This here comes in candle forms also, but I prefer the wax melts. This here is the warm cookies, the buttercream, and the vanilla. So it's something like vanilla cookie crunch, but there's just a tiny little difference. You get the very heavy cookie crunchy feel to it, the actual dry cookie crunch. You get that warmth to it. You get that rich vanilla buttery icing that they spread between two sandwich cookies or even on the top of a sugar cookie, even if you don't bake. You can buy them made already in some grocery store, Walmart house, those cookies all year long. The big sugar cookies, or the soft batcher ones, they put the icing, sometimes sprinkles and jimmies and all that business on there. Well, that's what this reminds me. Now, the color this year sucks on this because this was not the color that was for last year when they brought these in. But the color doesn't matter to me. I'm just letting you know I don't particularly care for this color, but it doesn't matter. I love the fragrance. And it says, of course, pair them with art warmers. And this year, they still have the pink Santa that I got last year. They have the flamingo, which is new this year, and the upside down Santa. They don't have the nutcracker one that they had last year out here. If you go to Packed Party's direct website, you could order directly from them. But this is when it's in Walmart. Of course, these are made. The company is called Packed Party, but they're made. Somebody else makes them for the Packed Party name. These are made in the USA, and these don't stay together like Candlelight and all those other companies. Their wax melt containers are two-piecey things like this. And there it is. I love this fragrance. My husband even loves this one. It's a warm cookie crunchiness with a sweet vanilla icing. It's just as good as vanilla and cookie crunch. I love it. It's warm. It's nice. Vanilla cookie, and it has a crunchy crumble, a vanilla cookie crunchy crumbleness to it. I love it. I love it. And this is my favorite one from the line from Packed Party. So the store that I was at, which was Buckhorn, Walmart, I grabbed me 3 more. I think there was 2 left on the shelf. I could have took them, but I thought maybe somebody else likes this scent a lot, and they'd be disappointed if they couldn't, find any in their trip to Walmart. So I left 2. So when I head up that way, hopefully by the time I get up there again, they'll restock. If not, if those 2 are still laying there, then I'm definitely picking them up. You know what I'm saying. But there was 2 extras in this scent. The other scents are fine, but this is my favorite from this line. I love, love, love the scent. Okay, now this is the new business. I'm sorry, but I need a sip again, people. Okay. I wasn't hunting for these. I knew about them. But I figured if I come across them, I am not going to go completely ape crazy trying to locate these. Like I said, some stuff ends up in a Walmart and some doesn't end up in a Walmart. Or is it just, well, that is true, but some, it may not get there. It may have not gotten there yet either. You never know, but I wasn't going to go crazy looking for them. I was just shocked that they were actually there. I actually did all my other shopping, and I found these up in the front of the store in seasonal, but like I said, my Up the Hill doesn't have these either. They do not have them. but I wasn't going to go crazy and get myself all upset and aggravate because I couldn't find them. I thought if I find them, I find them. If I don't. Well, I was shocked that they were there. And they were already starting to there wasn't a huge amount. I guess there's a limited amount, even for the ones it does end up in, which Walmart's it ends up. I was lucky enough to get 2 of each of these scents, of 4. How many more there are, I don't know, because this is not the same as trying to find Better Homes and Gardens mainstays or sensationals, which is, mostly. This is the Lumiscent ones. These are the fancy ones now. You'll see what I mean. These are made by Candle Warmers, but it's Lumiscents. But this is the fancy ones. I remember Aldi stores somewhere last year, one of the seasons. I can't remember which season it was because I have some of the wax melts yet. I know I didn't use them all. All these came out from Huntington Home using soy wax melts and decorating the front of them like vendor wax does. Well, this is what they did here with Candle Warmers. Candle Warmers made these fancy ones. They have the regular ones you see in Walmart by Candle Warmers, Lumiscents by, they're in with the regular wax melts all the time. But they're just, like any other wax, poured in a clamshell, but in soy. But they're not fancied up. So look for these if you can find them where you're located in your Walmarts. This here is Lumiscents. This one, they're called the confetti melts. That's what they're calling them. The confetti melts. This one here is the candy cane bark. 2.5 like any other standard shell. 6 pieces. Labels are awfully cute. The pictures on the labels are very, very cute. Like this packaging. This is the fancier line of Lumiscents in Walmart stores. So here's the one for the candy cane. What did I just say that was called? Candy cane bark. And I like candy cane bark. We've talked about that in my other videos to actually eat it. So this is a pretty picture. I like how the label is. I like the picture and this on the label. But I like that it's like just about almost 3/4 across the front. And then it gives you the window to see without having to open it and mess with the insides. I mean, if you want to smell them. But you're seeing what it looks like. And you'll see the confetti. So these are different colors too. This one here is like a cream. I wouldn't say it's white or even stark white. It's some kind of a light cream color. Okay. And we're going to open this up and you're going to see what I'm saying. Each one, it's just random, just like with a vendor wax. They just, sprinkle it over in a hurry. If they're doing it by hand or if this is done, vendors, of course. And this stuff, of course, done by machine. So, it's like, get the shaker spot. Whatever lands. So, I really like that picture. Look at all that peppermint bark candy crunch. Oh, Lord. So, 2 pieces again. Take this off. And see what I mean? It's the confetti. They're dumping it. Now, this confetti looks like some kind of real candy cane. It looks like real candy cane pieces smashed and stuck on there to make it even more fragrant. This is not a weak peppermint scent. You can definitely smell this. It's just the same as if you're standing next to candy canes in a store before you even take them out of the cellophane and the box. So that you can smell them when there's very strong peppermint. So that's this. Now I'm going to lift this carefully because it is soy, like I said. Let me tip this over just in case something falls off. Oh yeah, the backside is, it goes right up your nose like a Vicks inhaler. Very, very strong on the peppermint. This will have no problem throwing. I think 1 cube is enough, or even you might want to cut this in half and make half a cube. to still have a strong throw even then. Yeah, this is heavy duty peppermint. Woo, is that strong? But they dressed them up. Nothing fell off of this one anyway. Very, very cute. The crushed candy cane on there. So then, these were, I'm trying to remember what the price was on these. I don't have my stupid receipt near me. You can look them up. Just go to Google before you even go to your individual Walmart store online app. Go to Google and Google this instead. Then it'll redirect you. I can't remember what these costed. $2 something. They were $2 something a piece from what I remember. $2.48, something like that. Well, anyway, I got 2 in the candy cane bark. About 2 of these. Anything with candy cane, chocolate peppermint, I don't care whose it is. You know what I'm saying. I buy it. I love it. These are nice and strong. So, got those. When I say strong, people, I mean strong. I tried to give the best answer and kind of use a scale of numbers in my head. This is strong on cold, and I know this is going to be a good thrower. I just know it. When I say strong that way, I mean it's just strong. But when I say strong, there's the emphasis on there. Yeah, this is like a Vicks inhaler. Oh, you get that's that experience. That's what I'm talking about. So it's going to be great when it's in the warmer. It's already a nasal opening, but I like it that way. And the next one I have for you, this one here. Now this we got to watch because I don't know if anything's going to fall. This one here is the Luminescence Confetti Melts again. This is the holiday confetti cake. Cookie, not cake. Holiday confetti cookie. This one here is got the picture of, it looks like either some kind of sugar cookies that are cut out to look like stars, a star cookie cutter. They look like they could be some kind of a vanilla, but they're kind of thick cookies. And they have that royal icing on that hardens. And then they got, looks like candy pearls on there. And that's the label for that one. And of course, the wax is a pink color. There it is. Luminescence Confetti Melts. Soy and everything, and 2.5. And this one is the pink that they dyed the wax. Matches the pink icing very closely. Very, very closely. That's supposed to be on those star pearl sugar cookies. Okay? So, let me open this one. Oh, this one's... Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. And this one here, just the way the star sugar cookies had the pearl candies on, that's what's on here. The pearl candies. It's pink, just like the pink icing, and the pearls. The pearl candies on here, just like the cookie on the label. Now this one here, you can smell it already. This is a sugar cookie, but not a warm sugar cookie. It's just a sugar cookie. It's missing that warm vanilla. It's a vanilla, but not a warm one, just vanilla. And it smells like you walked into a bakery. A real bakery where there's wedding cakes being made, or there's cakes and graduation cakes, wedding cakes. You know how bakeries in towns where you go down the main street of your local bakery, or when you walk in, there's that certain scent that's in there, just like when people walk into a ice cream shop, you get hit with this certain scent that it makes you want to buy more. Makes you want you to hang out there, like stall, like drag your visit out. Suck that in. If you could just suck it into a bottle and bottle it and bring it home with you, that type of smell that's in there. It smells like a hometown bakery. What I was saying about the wedding cakes or that, you know how these little independent places like this are. And when we didn't have bakery so conveniently in like a place like Walmart bakery and this snack kind of or grocery stores. I'm telling you, when it's just a town bakery and how they put the wedding cakes in their store windows, that makes you want to go more. But when you open that door, there's this certain scent, and it doesn't matter which bakery you go to. They kind of have. I swear to God, they must have something that they pipe through that the scent comes out of the air ducts or something. It's that what I'm trying to tell you. That's what this smells like. It's cookie. It's cookie, but yet it's kind of cakey. There's not a warm vanilla. There's just a regular vanilla. But it has that bakery smell. Nice and strong. Very good. So I purchased 2 of those. I was just in the right place at the right time in order to be able to snag these, because I said some of them were missing in these fragrances already. Some were already gone, but I don't even know how many fragrances are supposed to be to this collection. But I found 4, and I was able to get 2 of each from what was left on the shelf. So I'm hoping they bring more of this in. And maybe mine up the hill will go, but I'll go myself because hubby hates that store. He despises it. But I got 2 of these. Smells really, really, really good. So got that. Kind of very cute. Not only cute labels, but putting this stuff on the top. It makes you feel like you spent a lot of money on it and you didn't. So here, the fancy work. So this one here is Illumiscence. This is the Confetti Melts. This one here is the Apple Crisp. Apple Crisp Bites, it's called. And that's this one. And it shows plates with apples. It looks like a granola oat sprinkled over the apples with a mound of a dollop of whipped cream. This here all looks like a oatmeal crumble. You can really, really see that it is oatmeal, what oatmeal looks like. The individual oatmeal pieces. You know what I'm talking about. You can actually see that very close up, and then it looks like you're drizzling something over that. I'm not sure what they would be drizzling on that. Maybe caramel, like a caramel, apple caramel over the oatmeal crumble, and then the dollop of whipped cream on there. By the way, I did look these up on the website, for Walmart's website. There are no scent description notes on these there. I'm going to try going to Illumiscence, Candle Warmers Illumiscence, their website, and see if I can find the actual scent notes for some of these. I'm not sure that, it's going to be super elaborate. I highly doubt it, but it might give me an idea of, what's in there other than what my sniffer is giving me. But, yeah. So this one here is in a, I would say it's the color red. It's a red color. I'd say it's something like a medium red, and not a bright red, or a light one for that matter either, but it's not very dark. I would say it's a medium red shade of some sort. If you want to take a look at that label again there, and that picture on the label. Love looking at dessert stuff. It makes me hungry. Sometimes it makes me run out to the store just to go get desserts and things. Love it. So anyway, 2 pieces, again, 2.5, 100% soy wax in these, which is also right on the front of the label right here. Let me just show you on this one. It's kind of real small, so my camera might not pick all this up, but right there, under the net weight. It's right here. Soy wax, made in the USA. Now, I just popped the lid on this, and I can smell this already. This is another one. I can smell it without a problem. It's not even under my nose. It's a nice apple cinnamon again. The cinnamon is not carried away where it drowns it out. It smells a lot like this one. It smells, but this has clove in it. This one has the clove. This is a nice Mac apple scent. It's Mac apple, the ground cinnamon, kind of bordering a little bit hot cinnamon, but definitely sweet Mac apple. The more I keep sniffing it, I am getting a clove. The clove in here smells different than the clove in this one. They're two different clovey scents. But definitely bright, sweet Mac apple. Oh, nice and strong. Now, let me pop it out this way. Oh, yeah. Sometimes when they're super duper strong and certain fragrances themselves are strong, individual independent scents are super strong, and then when they mix them with others and they're all strong, whoa, this is like dynamite going up your nose, people. But you can't say these aren't strong. They're strong, super strong. It's almost like strong potpourri. And this one here, it looks like it has, I'm guessing, this is supposed to look like ground cinnamon. I would say that looks like brown. Yeah, brown. Of course it's brown. Ground. It's supposed to replicate ground cinnamon on there. But it's not ground cinnamon. But that's what it's supposed to represent. This looks like it's some kind of a material that was dried. Or is that wax? It looks like they made a brown wax and they were kind of like trying to grate it finely to sprinkle it to make it appear to look like real ground cinnamon. But this is another strong one. Holy molies. So, if you can find these, grab them. But I only found 4 fragrances and I took 2 of each from what was left on the shelf. Like I said, I'm going to look up see if I can find out some of the scent notes by going right to candle warmers for these. But then I'm also going to see if there's any other scents under this confetti line. And the last one I have for you right here, under Last Wax Melt period, and for this collection of the Lumiscent confetti melts. This one is the Cinnamon Vanilla Latte. Again, soy blended wax, made in the USA, 2.5 ounces, 6 cubes. And this one here, we have a... it looks like a cappuccino, but they're saying latte. It looks more like a cappuccino. Lattes have more milk. Cappuccinos have less milk. But it's in a glass clear coffee cup on a saucer, cinnamon sticks, and it's got that foamy business. So that's why I'm saying lattes usually have more milk, but looks more like a cappuccino to me. But there's the label for it. There's the picture on the label if you love coffee scents. This here is definitely a cream color. I would say it's leading to almost a beginning of a medium shade color cream. It's not a light cream. It's a medium. Almost what you call an almond color already. It's starting to turn almond. The almond shade. There's the 2 pieces. And this one here, it is supposed to be crushed coffee bean on there. It's crushed coffee beans. And this is creamy. It's very creamy, very thick, rich creaminess. Coffee smell. The coffee smell is balanced. I would not say this is an espresso. I would say this is something like a regular medium roast coffee scent, but not an espresso. There's a sweetness. I smell a caramel that gives it even more of a creaminess, with just a slight sweetness, not a overly sweet caramel, but you could smell it. And I smell cinnamon, but the cinnamon is a bakery cinnamon. And it's just mouth watering. My mouth is starting to salivate back there again. I wish I had something like this sitting in front of me right now. In a frozen coffee, an iced coffee, or a hot coffee. This smells delicious. It is not like it is not like it is not like Yankee Candle's Cafe Al Fresco, which is a good scent. This one is a little different. It's even more creamier. There's a slight sweetness because of the caramel in there. Um, this, oh my God, I'm savoring it while I'm trying to stumble over my own words. The scent is just warm and creamy and sweet and thick with the amount of dairy in it. And just that right, perfect balance. I'm a person, I like, I'll try light roast, but I usually go for medium roast coffee all the time. I don't like the darker roast, and I don't go for espresso when I'm drinking. I'm talking about. I just like a nice medium roast. I'm not too big on this Arabic, coffees. I know they're everywhere and anywhere, and business. I don't care for it. I'm a person. I still like good old fashioned Colombian coffee. That's what I like. When I go to get a coffee somewhere, if I'm making coffees at home, I try to look for something that's Colombian. I don't like the other kind. It's not smooth and mellow enough for me. It always tastes so heavy and rich and burnt and bitter. I don't like those. I'm a Colombian coffee girl yet. This smells so freaking good, people. Oh my God, does this smell good. But it's different from Yankee Candle's Cafe Al Fresco. It is different from, if you got like Swan Creek or any of those companies, where they have a Kona coffee scent. Now, I like that kind of stuff in wax, but I don't like it to drink. I like Colombian coffee, but this is beautiful. Yeah, it's a softer coffee. Not that you can't smell; it's just soft. It's not those espressos and things like that. Caramel. It was just enough sweetness. A lot of creaminess. Oh, this is so good to my nose. So anyway, I picked up two of those. Oh, and then the color. Let me see if I can pop this out. It is a medium cream shade. It's not a light cream. It's medium cream, and that's crushed coffee bean. And the back smells just as delicious. Oh my God, does it smell delicious? I love it. So, and we got the crushed bean, as I said. So I picked up two of those right here. I'm going to be using these over the next several days. These 4 cents, or was it 3? No, I got 4. That's what I said, 4. I don't have enough hands, people. But here it is, this way. And then the other, wait a minute, what is going on here? I'm getting confused. Hold on. My apple, that's what I'm saying. Here's these two of each. And then again, these two of each. But I'm gonna be trying these ones out. But I'm also gonna look up to see if I can find the exact scent notes, what they might or might not say. And I'm gonna see if there's any more scents in this collection, or is it just the 4? I don't know, but this is what I got. So I'm gonna be using them over the next several days to see how they really perform once they're in the warmer. And of course, when I do my testing, hot plates are good, this is just my personal opinion. You can do what you want, or what other viewers, if you watch other people that, wax channels and stuff like that. A nice wattage on a hot plate I would say 20 is the best. Okay, a good 20 watt, and if you can maybe go a little higher and find ones, because they used to have them in 24s, but a lot of people went back down. Companies went back down. So a good 20 is good, and 18 is good. Also the quality, just not the watch. One 18 warmer could be warmer than another 18 watt warmer. That also comes into play. But if you like warmers, fine. I'm going to test some out in my warmer, 18 watt warmers, and I have a 20 watt warmer, a Glade one, for a long time. Then I'm going to try it out, my 25 watt bulb warmer, one of my Santa ones yet, and of course the good old fashioned tea light. And I'm going to see how it works. But that's how I'm going to mix and experiment with these and enjoy the scents, of course. And the same goes for the Holiday Hustle from Party Pack, because I love it. And of course, all this other stuff that I had previously charged is just the new label changes on the Better Home and Gardens. But all these, I already know how these perform. I've had them a zillion, a million, trillion times. That I don't need to test. But I'm going to test these because we're in the season right now. And these are appropriate. You know, the candy cane and the apple crisp and the coffee and, of course, the Christmas cookie look ones. I'm going to be doing that. I don't want to forget about them. So I'm going to make a point of using them all this upcoming week and experimenting your voice and fragrancing my home. So that's everything I have for you. And if you enjoyed this video a lot, then please thumbs it up. Like and share my videos. Also, if you're just watching me for the first time, if you like this, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Become part of the family here. Also, anyone at any given time, go back and check out some of my recent content in my catalog, or if you want to go back much further and check out some stuff, because sometimes some of the stuff from my older videos, if it's an everyday product type of stuff, especially when some of the food videos, that stuff is still in the stores. It's not like all these is different. I have stuff that's regular, always will line up in all these, and then of course the special stuff, and same with Walmart. There's a lot of stuff that's routine stuff in Walmart, and there's stuff where the store brings in for they get it for a limited time with the other manufacturers. But anyway, I hope everyone enjoys these videos, and everyone try to stay warm where you're at. If you're already in a warm climate, I wish I was there, right there, right alongside of you, because I can't take this freaking winter, cold temperatures. I'm already. I was talking to my aunt yesterday, my mother's sister. My mother's deceased, but I was talking to my aunt. She lives a couple roads over from me. I was talking to her because I haven't seen her and heard from her in a couple weeks again. She has a lot of trouble. She has a husband with cancer for over 9 years already. Yep, I don't know how he's living, but he has it for 9 years. And she had lost a son. It was a year this past October 30th. He had died the year before. And she has another son who was from her first marriage. He's 2 years younger than me. And he is very sick with cancer, her son. This son is. The other son died of a heart attack. He was from the second marriage. She died at the age of 34 years old. This one here is 54, and he's been sick since last October. One son dies last October. The other one's diagnosed with cancer. They're from 2 different marriages, and my cousin, who I'm talking about, they were both my cousins. She's still my aunt. She's my blood aunt. Her second marriage child had passed away, the 34-year-old. But this one got diagnosed with cancer at that time. So he's been suffering. He's had so many head surgeries. He has brain cancer. He's going blind. He's not making it. They already brought hospice in. Hospice comes to the house 3 times a week and that for at least, a man said, a month and a half already it's been going on. He's not getting any better. There's nothing more they can do for him. It's just a matter of time. And it's such a shame because when I grew up, because of me being closer, and the other one wasn't born till, her other son wasn't born till we were adults by the time he was being born. The cousin I'm talking about right now from her first marriage, we all grew up. Him, me, and my brother. We grew up together. We were all, we're the ones that were. I was born first. on my mother's side of the family. My mother was the first one to have a baby, and it was me. And then my aunt, who I'm talking about, her son came in from her first marriage. That's the one I'm speaking of now. Well, anyway, and then my brother was born. And then my mother and my aunt also had three brothers. They each, they had three brothers. And none of them were married yet or anything like that. So we were the first three kids on my mother's side. I was also the firstborn on my father's side, of his side of the family. But I'm talking about my mother's side. So this is my mother's one and only sister. She's my blood aunt. My aunt is the only one remaining. My mother's gone, and their three brothers is gone. And my father is also gone. So she's the only one really left here. So I hear from her. But her husband is sick. He's been sick a long time. He has liver colon cancer, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And he's had operations. They removed part of his liver a couple years ago, and I don't know how he's still alive through all of this for having cancer this long. But her son is in a different situation. He ended up with brain cancer here. They had his head operated on so many times already, 3-4 times. His head's been opened up. It was leaking so many times. Ambulances have been called at home. He's been in hospital. He's been hospitalized for weeks on end, many times already. It's not good. So it's just a long, slow death. So here, and you have no quality of life whatsoever. So I was talking to my aunt, and I forgot what I was going to say, besides she was giving me the update on her older son here from the first marriage. I forgot what I was going to say about it now. Well, my aunt's going crazy. She said, I can't afford to lose another child. They were both grown men, But it's hard. It's hard when you see anybody sick and anybody that does pass away, even if it's your own flesh, meaning your parents gave birth to you, or you watching your child be sick with cancer at any given age. So I try to, keep her when I am talking to her, when I can talk to her. It's not that I can't always get her on the phone because she's running around with all these appointments with her second husband here, who's sick and that. So anyway, I was talking to her and that, and she's down, but she tries to pull herself up, but she goes to see the sick son. But the husband over here is also sick, and I don't know, it's just a bad time. But I was talking to her, and call her. She tells me, you call me. But I don't call up because I know she's always running. She's going to see the one son down at his home, and then she gets the updates from his, because he was married and he had children too. The other son she had lost last year, he didn't. He never got married. He didn't have any. He didn't get married, and he didn't have any children. He had girlfriends, but he never. No, he always said, "I'm not getting married. I'm not getting married," and he didn't. But her other son, who I'm speaking of, the current one here, he has 2 grown children, and he got married the year after I got married. I got married in May of 91, and my cousin, who I'm speaking of, he got married May of 92. And I was married on the 25th of the month, and he was married on the 29th of the month. So he's been married, he has grown children, a grown son and daughter. And they're not married either. Neither of his children are married. One is 30-something, and one is in their 20s, the son. But my aunt, she was saying, she said, I can't afford to lose another son, but there's nothing they can do. They've done all they can. And it's just a matter of time. She was telling me that his wife had called because something had happened to him in the house again, that it looked like he was maybe going to have another seizure being brought on by this. So she panicked, and she panicked, but she had, like, panicking over here, but telling yourself at the same end, you got to hold it together to make a call. She called for help in that, and she told them, and not 911. She called a doctor's office that he deals with, and they told her, "Do you want us to call an ambulance and have it sent there, and then put him in intensive care again?" And she said, "No, because intensive care is only prolonging things too." I know it's really hard when when you're trying to take care of someone, but also when doctors and they've done everything they can. Oh, and my cousin, he's disgusted with it because he has a lot of life to live, and age wise, but health wise, no. So we don't know if he's even gonna make it to Christmas. It's that bad. It's very, very bad. My aunt said it's getting worse and worse, but she goes down to see her son. He's a couple cities away from here. Not we live around where there's all these patch towns around here. We have a big, Hazelton is a big area. We have all the little small towns between. So anyway, I tell her all the time. I pray for him. I think about him because I grew up with him. We were the first 3 grandchildren that were born, and we all grew up together, and we have all those memories, of going to parks and playing in Granny's house and getting yelled at, get out of that back room and stay out of the flour can. I was one for stealing the flour because I always wanted to mix it with water to, pretend I was making things and put it in the fake, toaster, little kid oven thing and that. Then we used to play doctor, nurse, the 3 of us. A patient, doctor, and a nurse. We had the old plastic that you could still probably buy this in a Goodwill store if you see one, or Amazon, or any other website. The plastic doctor bag with the stethoscope and this, that, and then we'd steal Band-Aids from Granny's medicine cabinet, and we'd be wasting all these Band-Aids, putting them on, imaginary wounds and that, and then we get our hands on gauze or something and some medical tape, and we had a blast. Us 3 living and growing up, it was something. But and we were always my grandpap, my our grandfather, their father. My grandpapa would be yelling when the pea shooter was a thing when we were growing up as a kid, and the cap guns with the rolls of caps. He'd be yelling at us, "Those damn kids are out there, they're gonna burn their fingers and this and that." But that's the way it was. And then they take them off of us. But we got these pea shooters. We were little kids. We were all somewhere around, my brother must have been about 5, and then me and my cousin, he had to be at least 7, and I had to be at least 8. And we got the plastic straw up at the candy store, not too far from Granny's and Pap's home here. Like 3 or 4 houses up, there was a candy store, a mom and pop shop. We went in, we bought the plastic long straws known as the pea shooters, and you get the little bag. It was like a little bag with a couple of peas in it. And we were down there shooting the peas, kind of like spitting spitballs in school or somewhere, or even out of school with the spitballs. But all those memories are in our head. There are a lot in mine. My brother, he don't speak to me or anything. That's another whole story. But my cousin, he remembers all that too. And we're with the rubber bands. I didn't shoot rubber bands in school at people, but boys, they're different. So, and some girls will do it, but I didn't. But at home, I was trying to always practice and that. But we'd get the skinny rubber bands, but then we'd get the thicker ones, the thick, and it's, with it and that. The things we used to do, but I was always getting yelled at going in the back room. It was just like a back room. My grandmother had the old wringer washer in there, the thing you have to run the clothing through it this way and squeeze out the water. She had a brand new automatic of the time in there, but she kept her old wringer thing. So anyway, that was in there, and my grandfather had tools in this room, and everything. My grandma used to keep these Charlie chip cans, the old metal Charlie chip cans, and she'd buy the big things of flour and dump them in there, and then keep them not just in the bare can, heavy duty plastic, to line the can, and then put all this flour in. Instead of always buying, small bags of flour, because she had a big family to feed. And even when us kids were born, always these big Saturday suppers and Sunday suppers all the time, especially during the winter time and the fall. And summer she didn't cook as much. We'd have cookouts and this kind of stuff outdoors so that you don't heat the house up even more. So anyway, I was forever getting in that Charlie chip can, and they'd be yelling at me. What are you doing in here? What are you doing here? I'd either get lectured from Granny herself. My father used to yell at me when they'd be up on a Saturday or Sunday and we're waiting for the dinner. What are you doing in here? I said, I'm trying to get some. You're going to get yelled at. He said, if they catch you in here, you're going to get hell here again. I was always stealing the flour. I didn't want a ton of it, but I always wanted a handful to mix with a little bit of water and pretend I was making, bakery stuff as a little girl. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. And in my videos, if I ever think of some things, more things, topics, and stories, I'll let them out. So yeah, I was a flour thief of baking flour in the days, and I got hell for it a lot of times. So if you like this video, thumbs it up. Stay warm, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll talk to you all soon. And be good. Bye-bye, everyone.